Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will get the first possession of the game. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. At the 35, he's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. They're facing a 3rd down. Lewis wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
From the gun, the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Moore. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Got like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. Just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback moving. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. The kick is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Lewis to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And now the ball is knocked free. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he can.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the Jayhawks buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Lewis wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bucks! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking left. A strike downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So first down here as they go back to work. Davis looking to pass. Unleashes one. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Jayhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the ground with the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get into your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Lewis to throw. Using the quick game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll keep it himself. Makes a man miss. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for a crease. It's Ward.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hip.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
He's got it. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football.
Oh, a lot of space. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner.
Going for it all. And it won't make the connection going for the big play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. This time it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Quick handoff. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Lewis wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's long. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also, momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop.
And the ball's out there after it. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lewis to throw. Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. All points are important, guys, but that one still leaves you with a 3-possession deficit down by 17. One more snap coming before halftime. He's in open space downfield. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Buffaloes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a gap. It's Raymond. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quick shuffle pass. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. That's caught. It's Gibson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bucs! And the route is on.
And And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's a hit. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense getting.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Lewis wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get this drive started from the 29. He'll pull it on the read. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back looking for room. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 35. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
He'll keep it himself.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding this. That QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Lewis to throw. Might be looking to run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he had just enough to will that one home. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Caught behind the line. It's Ward. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle. And
throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Davis will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Some misdirection with the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance.
A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the move, it's Raymond. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. With the clock running, this should be the final play.